What is up, everybody? My name is Chris Channa, and this is the #1 channel for senior care entrepreneurs. So glad you're here. Today, we're talking about how to stay motivated, especially as a business owner or maybe a startup. You know, when everything's exciting and the ideas are flowing and you're developing the beginning of your business, it can be an exciting time. But there becomes a time where you got to get down and do the dirty work. And sometimes during that time, it can be a little discouraging. You know, it might be hard to get up out of bed in the morning and say, did I really sign up for this? You know, what did I sign up for? So how to stay motivated as a business owner in senior care, especially in today's world with COVID-19, the COVID-19. Jeez, that does not make it easier, that's for sure.
You'll lose motivation from just the COVID and things going on in your life. Because people got to understand, even as a business owner, at the same time, things around you are happening, and it's going to affect the way you move.
Right.
And you got to find a way to keep moving forward.
And look, when you start your business, okay, you start that business because you identified probably a problem, or you identified something that you're like, I want to make this better. Okay.
Definitely.
And so that's why you went into it. That was the nugget that made you say, you know what, I'm going to go risk it all and pursue this thing, without knowing if it's going to work or not. But what happens is all of a sudden, as a business owner, you got to deal with finance, employees, all sorts of, insurance, all these things that just, they just steal your joy sometimes, from the reason why you set out to start your business in the first place. And it could be just, the environment, right now, hiring all of a sudden is one of the hardest things for us to do. So I feel like our problem should be solving and taking care of seniors and making life easier for their families and giving their families peace of mind. That should be the problem we solve every day, right?
Yeah.
But instead, the problem I'm trying to solve is, how do we hire more people? How do we get more people through the door? How can we incentivize people to work in this field? And it's I'm not a recruiting agency. So all of a sudden I got to become a recruiter to figure out how can we do that better, so that way we can get back to solving why we're really here.
Definitely. What makes you stay motivated?
Yeah. I think at the end of the day, if there's one thing that I've realized in the last 10 years, is there was a period of time where I became very unmotivated. So we started our assisted living facility, we got it up and running, it was profitable, it was doing really well, and I had nothing else to do. I didn't have a goal. My goal was to start this assisted living facility, open it, get it, help it become successful, but I never put a plan together of what do I do after that happens?
Man.
So here I am sitting in a position, in a good position, because it's a profitable company, it's doing well, but it's what do I do? And I became bored, and I lost my motivation, and I woke up without a sense of purpose. Meaning I would sleep in, I'd come to work 2-3 days a week. There was actually a period of time where that was me.
See, I can't believe that.
I know, right?
This guy is always moving like the Energizer Bunny, man.
Probably a good solid year that happened, right before the idea for the daycare. So, but what happened was I was actually in a group with other business owners, and we were going through a worksheet together, and on that worksheet was this thing called a BHAG, which was your big, hairy, audacious goal. And you had to write this thing down, and it had to be something that was so big it would scare the hell out of you. The whole idea of this thing has got to be so big that it seems impossible. But it's something that you maybe deep down you might want to do, you might want to pursue.
Yeah.
And it was funny because in this table of maybe 10 other people, they're all every one of them, we went around and started sharing our big, hairy, audacious goal.
Yeah.
Right. And one guy was I'd like to grow our revenue 50% next year. Another guy was I'd like to get to 5 million in revenue by this time, and they all had these different goals. But I remember going around the table, and I'm sitting there thinking shouldn't this just be a regular annual goal?
That's what I'm saying.
It didn't sound like a BHAG. So all of a sudden I'm scared to share mine because mine was a BHAG. It was open up 100 adult daycare centers, open up 25 assisted living facilities, 50 home care. I was go nationwide, baby. That's step one.
Yeah.
And it was literally that moment that all of a sudden I started to think big. That was the first time I realized okay, what would that look like? And so then I plugged into Grant Cardone and the whole 10X movement, and everyone has probably their different mentors that they use for different things.
Yeah.
And he's my guy for thinking big. So when I think when I'm sitting there like kind of frustrated or sad or depressed or just beat down with whatever might be coming my way, like kind of remembering like what it means to like 10x something, or what it means to have such a big idea that like your goal is so huge that you have to stay motivated. Like just thinking about the goal itself keeps you motivated because it's so big that like that time is of the essence. You have to go after it. Like you gotta see this thing through.
Facts. I like that, man. Grant Cardone definitely got that energy.
Yeah.
And I see that you get that energy from him, man.
Yeah.
This guy right here has two brains, man. There's one, he fills up one, and then he has to fill up another one.
I know, man. I don't know. I need like a storage box. You
need a whole USB drive,
bro. I need
external hard drive,
I know. Dude,
so
for sure.
I'll tell you what motivates me. So what keeps me motivated is I have like-minded friends.
Yeah.
When I'm down and out or anything's going on, I have a chat with my friends and my brothers in there, and we talk about, like you said, goals. We do investment stuff, we research, and we teach each other within that, and that makes me gives me purpose. It gives me I'm gonna keep going forward. And at the end of the day, we're actually doing it together. And then our goals are very big. We're like, let's make let's see if we can get 1 billion. And if we don't get 1 billion and we get 1 million, I'm fine with that. That's why it's about going really big. You know what I mean? Because if you do fall short of it, it's kind of what you wanted at the same time.
Right.
But if you go to that, that's a different story.
Yeah. If you aim high and you take the actions to achieve that level, then you're going to fall somewhere above where you originally wanted to be.
Definitely.
And then it may be below where you set your mark. But the reality is that you got into a zone where you're happy and where you feel fulfilled. Like I will say this too, like another thing that I think helps people stay motivated is if they put time frames on their goals. Like you have to have dates. I need to get this done by this date. Like it is imperative that it is. Now you don't have a choice, meaning I have to get up and I got to get my ass to work. I can't. I all of a sudden, for instance, right now we're finishing up a few projects for our franchise launch coming up.
Yeah.
And look, we are launching January 1st, whether we're ready or not. We don't have a lot of time to get everything done. So it's I'm trying to get everything through. I'm pushing everyone. Even it was Thursday and I reached back out to our construction guy. I said, hey, where are my designs? I know our drawings should be here every Friday. He's like, I know, Chris, busy week, but I'll give it to you this weekend. But I'm pushing, So I'm motivating him. I'm motivating everyone around me because I know that by setting that date, all of a sudden I have a commitment that I got to get this thing ready by this date.
Definitely.
And so we got to keep everyone moving. We got to keep now that I have this date 4 months out or 3 months out, I got to go back. Okay, what do I got to do this week? What do I got to do next week?
Definitely.
What do I got to do the week after that? And you got to stay on that deadline, man. That deadline, it's going to keep you motivated.
Just like you said, it's like having mini goals every day.
Yeah.
So if you keep winning these goals every day, it's going to keep you motivated. All right, 1 win, 2 win, 3 win, 4 win. So you just keep motivating the whole time. So then at one point you're like, whoa, I'm at the finish line.
Right.
I'm here. We dreamed about this.
Right.
So that 20 million that you want, pretend you initially want the 20 million.
Or 100.
Let's go. All right, 100 million.
Okay.
Say that you want to get 200 million. So when you do hit the 100 million, you'll be like, oh, okay, there you go. You know what I mean?
I can.
Being motivated, it takes yourself to become motivated and also people around you. Because sometimes, at times, you have to get somebody else to be like, hey, like Grant Cardone.
No, 100%. Like the whole self-starter, self-motivation thing. I think at the end of the day, it's you have to have a big goal that you're going after.
Yeah.
That gives you purpose and fulfillment. You have to have someone to plug into that can reignite the spark inside of you.
Yes.
So if you are in a situation where you've been kind of beat up, kicked down, you don't feel like you're on top of the world. You kind of feel like you're just you're just surviving.
Yeah.
You need that ignition, that ignition. You need that spark. I don't know what I'm saying here. Ignite.
No, you're right. That ignite.
I got that ignite conference on my mind, but you need that spark to get you going, to get you re-energized about what that that thing that you're trying to achieve is. It's a balance between the big goal, a deadline, and then the appropriate mentors or network to plug into that is, going to help you stay motivated when you might be going through a time that you're just not motivated. Man. Like COVID-19. Like navigating COVID-19 was a very difficult time.
Yes.
I had to plug into people that helping me continue to pursue that dream.
Yes. I call it AAA, man. Like you drive in your car and then boom, you got a flat tire or you run out of gas. Who do you call it? AAA.
Right.
That's your squad. Like Grant Cardone or your friends or your family, and then they motivate you back up.
So you need a AAA in business too.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why you come here to get motivated.
Definitely.
We're here to let you know, hey, look, we've been there. We are there at times. Like we're going through the same journey as you are. If you're in the senior care industry, a lot of times you guys got here because you have a big heart. And it's that big heart is the reason why you're here. And sometimes you can be going through this business can be tough because it's healthcare. It's 24/7. You're taking care of people's lives. Yeah. It's not a product or a widget that you're selling that can sit on the shelf on Labor Day and doesn't have to, these are people that need you all the time, because they're in a vulnerable state, and their families need you. And so it can be a very draining business, but also very rewarding. So it's important that when you feel drained, that you plug back into a source that helps you become pumped up and excited about why you got in this business in the first place. And that's why this channel is so important, because we want to be there for that entrepreneur that is going through the process of either starting their business or currently in their business or growing their business or scaling their business, but it's in senior care. It's in a field where there's this heart, there's this mission, there's a social belief behind it, where we can understand both the heart side of it as well as the the financial side of it. So that being said, make sure you come back, join us. We got all sorts of great stuff all the time right here. #1 channel on YouTube for the senior care entrepreneur. If you'd like to learn more about opening up your own adult daycare business, go to chrischanna.com. We'll see y'all next time. Go make it a great day and let's get back to work. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you'd like to learn how to open your own adult daycare center, go to adcpro.com. If you'd like the latest business tips, click here, and make sure you subscribe to our channel. Click here. We'll see you guys next time.